Hello and welcome to Goodberry.
Hi! It's good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, the one-time bulb again. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
Thank
and I
you.
also saw that Eddie subscribed as well. So yay!
Thank
Glad you
you.
guys are staying around.
Thank you for supporting the channel. And it's so funny. We noticed you guys in stream saying, "Oh, what was that? Some bits, some bitty bits." Thank you, Angel, for the good luck bits.
Oh, I couldn't hear that for some reason.
Watch my stream in Discord.
I don't know.
Did you hear the applause earlier?
No.
Oh.
So
maybe I gotta reshare it with you.
Alright. It's fine.
What was I gonna say?
Hi, Angel Devilson. Hi, Dyson Caves. Hi, Spinetti. Hi, with the one-time bulb again. Hi, Explorer. Do you want me to keep going? Or?
Who else is in chat? Who do we got here? Hadrian, hello. Yeah. Brandy, Pie 4 tier. Hi, Whisper Josephine. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dyson Capes. Yay, another Prime sub.
Ooh. Thanks, Whisper Josephine. Amazing.
I was gonna say, you saw the captions in, oh, Jake? Yeah, it's gonna be an insanely long torso. I actually had it.
Until you were finished talking about it, but then I was like, see, somebody already called it out because I told her it was so weird.
No, but I changed it to the side. I did have it like this. This is where I had it before. And I had it like exactly matching up with my body and just to like fuck with you guys. It was better than this actually. It was like perfectly lined up and Alex was like, you have to change that.
I was like, it's gonna be so distracting for me the entire time.
So at least this is a little off to the side.
Long Jess is long.
What was I saying though? Oh yeah, you could see our captions on the closed captioning before we started. I don't know how to make that. I don't know how to turn that off. I guess we have to just hit start captioning once we're live.
Yeah.
So they can't see what we're saying, or maybe mute our mics, but then we can't hear each other. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe just talk over I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Thank you for the 13 bits, Hadrian. And thank you for your support last night on the dungeon run as well. Incredible. We saw so much support. It was so lovely to see all of that on our first night back. We had over 500 as our average viewers last night, which was like mind-blowing. So
that's insane.
We all were just like
awesome.
Over the moon after the stream was done.
Explorer, you're cool. Cool. You're cool. You know what? I was gonna say, the dungeon run made partner. Woo!
Oh yes. I thought you were saying may partner with.
No. May partner with me.
Hello Goodberry with Alex.
With Hello Goodberry. Yeah.
Alex is Jeff Kanata, so.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, Jeff and I will always share that bond, I think, whether he knows it or not. No, but they made Twitch partner, which is so exciting. And then another one of our good close friends of the show, Sage of Not Sage, also made Twitch partner.
Woohoo!
So, woo! All kinds of amazing things happening for the Twitch community. I see a little dust speck here. I'm going to just quickly get it. There we go.
Thank you for the follow. No why? Is that how you say your name? No why? Is it like a French? No why? What was the previous? Neaux. So like the French sort of like no, and then
no way. No way is what they said. I love
no
that.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Cool.
What was the average live views like before? I'm not sure. It was over 75. But that was just the reruns, so. Ooh, what is this jazz music audition? No, thank you. More jazz? No.
Audition? You got an audition to be a jazz musician?
The name of the song was Jazz Music Audition.
Oh, interesting.
Enough of that.
Well, folks, we're at it again. We're doing it once again. We are working on our cosplays. Jess is doing a cosplay from The Witcher of Yennefer.
Yennefer.
And Yennefer. What's her last name? Does she have one?
Yeah, she does. It's of
of. Her middle name is of.
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Vengerberg.
Avengerberg.
Adventure Bird.
Adventure Bird. Yeah, so Jess, did you are you still hand sewing today? Are you kind of
Yep.
Or did you add it? Yeah, okay, same deal as last time. Awesome.
Same deal, same frustrations. We'll see if I do it better this time.
We're in for it. We're here for it. And I'm doing my Jadzia Dax cosplay from Deep Space Nine, Star Trek. And as you may have seen on my Instagram post, I have Space Buns, which are Star Wars, Doctor Who with the TARDIS, and then I'm making Star Trek. So I'm just like all about space and time travel and sci-fi today.
I love the Space Buns. I think they're super cute.
Thank you. They're fun. They're easy to move around in, out of my way, and cute, right? So thank you.
I love Space Buns. I think they're very cute on everybody.
Me too. So I'm still surging together all these parts that I cut out and pinned together last time. So gonna be using the sewing machine a lot, and I will try to keep the microphone somewhat far away from it so that it's not like blasting your ears every single time. And what are you doing, Jess?
I am slowly yet surely hand sewing this feather string onto this sleeveless black shirt. And I think if I can get done today, it's my goal to get done, because if I do, I'm going to put it on, show it off with the half corset, maybe even the thigh-high boots. Hi! And download some fucking mods for Witcher, because they look awesome! So I'll do a little bit of research while we finish up. But I really hope it doesn't take me 2 fucking hours to finish this tiny little thing, but, you know, knowing me, it will.
Well, maybe once you get into a rhythm, it won't take so long.
Yeah, kind of like our cord wrap. It just like had to get into it.
Yeah, that's right. So, man, we are what is the word I'm looking for? We are quickly hurtling towards 1,000 followers. We're at 943. So, we got to get that stuff together for our 1,000 follower party. Jess, I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
It's inevitable. It's coming.
More champagne will be called for.
Ooh, well, if you insist, twist my arm.
We should come up with a whole new set of sound alerts too once we hit 1,000. Maybe like every 1,000 followers we come up with new sound alerts.
Okay, cool. I'm down for that. And then also I think...
A new chicken dance.
Yeah, like a new dance that takes place of the chicken dance.
Yeah.
And new emotes, I think, which they might not come out exactly at the same time as the 1,000 followers, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
Some merch, goodies, and I also want to do something with our channel points. There's like a little icon you can put beside channel points.
What do you guys?
I want to do that.
What do you guys want for the channel points? What sounds fun to you? If you're not that familiar with Twitch, then you don't have to answer, obviously. But I actually don't really know what you can do with channel points. Ron knows what you can do with channel points. I'll have to ask him. He's working on some cool stuff.
I always feel like with the hype train, you know, because it says like, you've unlocked level 2 emotes because of the hype train. And I'm like, well, we don't have any like special Goodberry level 2 emotes yet, but I want that. We're going to do it. We're making it happen.
Ron does a rage cam with his channel points.
Rage cam? What's that like?
It's where he goes, rage, and it zooms in on his face like this. I'll do it. Ready? Rage!
Wait, I'm
rage.
watching on a delay, so I got. I see. Awesome. Wow, I'm really getting the up close view there. All right, let me see. I want to make my Discord window a little bit smaller. There we go. That's good. And I also want to give myself some music so we can jam along.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know you guys are hearing the good chill hop. That good chill hop. But
our favorite chill hop. You got a good idea of what it's like to be my dentist? I haven't been to the dentist in so long. Let's see. Last time I was covered by my dad's insurance, I think you last
25.
25, yeah. So it's been about 5 years since I've been to the dentist. Yep, I should probably go in for a cleaning.
You were trying to brag to me how you've never had a cavity. I'm like, yeah, but you haven't had teeth checked in 5 years. So like, I don't know.
But can't you usually like feel them? Or, like they're painful or they're little holes?
I've had them before where I couldn't feel them at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean,
well, fingers crossed.
But they also say, I heard that a low carb diet and lots of vitamin D will actually help prevent cavities from getting worse or even repair them. Is that bunk? Tell me the real science on that. Google it. But yeah, that's what I heard. So I take vitamin D every day and generally eat low carb.
We need a command for Google it.
Google it!
So chat can fact check us.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Whisper Josephine, you didn't feel one? Twinsen says you feel the bigger ones. Okay. Can somebody, how about you be my dentist?
Me? Or the chat? No thanks. I don't know, are you gonna pay me dentist money?
My insurance will pay you.
Jess, it's so in there. All right, I'm gonna start sewing.
Me too.
And you can't stop me.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, I have a lot of shows I want to talk about. Actually.
Oh yeah? Like TV shows?
Here, yeah. Yeah. Been watching some new shows that I feel like our friends in chat will appreciate talking about. So, for example, I started Falcon and Winter Soldier. Anybody? Anybody else start that?
That's a TV show on Disney?
Is it? I guess it is on Disney, right? It's Marvel. It is a TV show. And Andy and I watched, is this sound really annoying? Maybe I should bring this a little bit closer.
It's pretty loud.
Is this better? Because I'm talking now, and is that better?
Yeah, that's a little better, yeah.
Okay, cool. Andy and I watched the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier in preparation, because I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through until just this time. Have you ever seen it, Jess?
Winter Soldier?
Oops. Yeah.
No, I wasn't a big fan of Captain America movie that I saw, so I didn't get into Winter Soldier. Although I have heard it's good. I think that's that's so loud.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Maybe mute while you're doing it.
Okay.
That's one of the only Marvel, that and Doctor Strange, I think are one of the only Marvel movies I haven't seen. I also haven't seen Ant-Man. But,
yeah, I haven't seen Ant-Man either. Well, there's a lot that I haven't seen, actually. But,
Wait, did I just watch Winter Soldier? No. I watched the two Marvel movies where, Vision and Wanda's relationship is shown.
Yeah, I think that was like Endgame and maybe the one Ultron.
Age of Ultron. That's the one that I hadn't seen that I watched recently.
Infinity War and Age of Ultron, or maybe I don't know. I really don't know. But let me see what people are saying. You have watched it. Angel Devilson. New episode in the morning. Tomorrow morning? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I mean, I am glad that I watched that movie beforehand, and I probably might have wanted to watch Infinity War again or Endgame again to like freshen up, but Andy was okay with me asking questions, so it was fine. But yeah, it's good so far. Everybody's like, fuck the new Cap, am I right? But I also, I don't know. It seems like he
You don't think
is
fuck the new Cap?
I don't know. He doesn't seem all that bad, but I bet that he's being manipulated. They definitely want us to say "fuck the new cat," but like, I don't know. I hope that he's not all bad. He seems like he's like not a bad person. He really wants to do good stuff, but he's just filling really big shoes, you know?
Civil War. Yes, that is the other one. Sorry to interrupt you, Alex.
Yeah, I should have watched Civil War too.
Civil War and
that's one I haven't seen actually.
That and Ultron are the ones I watched recently because I was very interested in how they showed Wanda and Vision, but there was really not much to that at all.
Yeah.
Jess, Failwaffle, how do I get around with this bad memory? It's difficult. It's difficult. It is, I think it is a response to some childhood trauma, and I'm not happy about it. It is difficult to get by with this bad memory.
I think it's a response to childhood trauma, and I'm psyched. I love it.
You know, it's one of my favorite qualities about myself. But I was told recently to journal details of my day, and that can help my memory.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I think that's true. That's why I like to take a lot of pictures whenever I do anything, because sometimes the only memory that I have of things that I do is just am remembering the pictures that I took of it, because I can't remember actually being there.
I have that sometimes too. Like I don't know. It's sometimes my memory is better than other times, but I journal a lot so that I can remember what was happening in my life at different points.
Yeah, Dyson Caves, I have a really good memory for memorizing lines. I can memorize lines like that. Like
short-term memory is really good.
Don't snap with it. Actually, you know, I think it's actually long-term memory. I think short-term memory, unless I store something in my long-term memory, I don't remember it. You know, like I can't remember what happened yesterday, but if I really study something or like song lyrics, those go into my long-term memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But the long-term memory is also somewhat faulty.
Do lines stay in your long-term memory?
They can, yeah. Like
for me, good.
Like a Shakespeare monologue, I could, if I looked at it again, I could probably do pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's probably true for me too.
Yeah.
Though I guess I just couldn't like right now. Do any of my Shakespeare monologues.
But who can really?
Yeah. Well, some people can.
Even Sir Ian McKellen, like, is he pulling? Well, he's probably done them all enough times that he actually can.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, one thing that I pride myself on is being able to learn lines quickly. Like last night we did a shoot for iShow, which is one of the Chinese companies that I work for, and they'll give me like a paragraph, and I'll look at it, I'll read through it a couple times, I'll practice it once with Andy, and then we shoot it, and that's how we do every scene, and every time we shoot we do it that way, and I just like am able to.
Yeah, it's a skill.
And sometimes it's really hard too. Like last night we were talking about a story, and I had to name the characters in the story, and it was Bill, Rita, Jill, Tina, Lily, and Tim.
Oh yeah.
In that order.
When the info is random like that, it's very difficult. It's also it's easy to memorize lines when it's very reactionary or it flows really well, but sometimes you get sides where you're always the one who's instigating the next thought. Like you're coming up with new thoughts. Yeah, and that's hard because it's like you really have to do your book work. You have to write down or at least decide what is going on in between each line. Yeah, otherwise, you'll never remember what comes next. Yeah, which you should be doing anyway. But if it's just for an audition, that's just a lot more work than it is to have a reactionary side.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, Adrian. I was watching a story last night where these 5 characters had 3 different sets of names. That was us last night. On the dungeon run, we're doing a heist. Oh, what's going on?
Did my Discord screw up?
Oh yeah, I lost your video.
Oh, well, it just like blacked out and then came back. Am I back?
No. Oh, you're coming back. I see ya.
There.
Oh, there she is. Okay, cool.
I don't know what that was.
So we're doing a heist, and one of our plans is to pose as gardeners of the neighboring manor, and we came up.
Oh yeah, I got to about the point where you guys were figuring out what you were going to be in terms of like how you were going to get into the cheesemonger's place.
Yes.
But I didn't. I had to stop because I had other stuff to do. But go on.
Yeah. So we came up with fake gardener names, and then we all dressed up as rich people to get info from a guard, and we came up with, well, we still used our gardener names, but two of us came up with a third name. Sea King, we did make it further than that. We talked to a guard, we pretended that we had a dead husband and that Lily was my daughter. Lily got drunk on juice. More happened, but next time.
I saw that clip. And I also saw the great art that who else Elliot did with the, and I was like, I saw the names crossed out and I was like, I wonder what that's about. I bet that's something funny.
That's it. Those are the fake names.
That's awesome. Love it.
What were you gonna say?
About?
I don't know. I cut in with Hadrian, talking up to Hadrian.
Oh, what were we talking about before? Oh, like memorizing. Oh yeah, memorizing lines and like.
You're really proud of yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say that the one line that really tripped me up last night was like, I had to list all those names, and then I had to be like, can you help Tim finish the tree map? And that's the first time that the tree map had been mentioned the whole day, and I don't know what a tree map is, and I was just like, it just like came out of left field, and I would always drop that line, and we had to do that one. Most of them we did in like 1 or 2 takes. Mostly we did them in 1 take, but that one freaking scene, it was just like 6 takes because I kept dropping the freaking tree line. I had to have Andy behind the camera going, tree. And it did help.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's amazing what our minds can do, because I think if you arrived on set and they were like, okay, you're getting $1,000 for the day, I bet you would have been able to remember that, because you'd be so panicked and like, your brain would be like, this is important info. I need to remember it.
Well, I mean, in my defense, I did remember it after a few times. You know, it took me a little bit. But yeah, and I actually last night it was like we got out a little bit later than we wanted to. Finally got to the studio a little bit later than we wanted to. So I was kind of like feeling that urgency, like, all right, let's get this done, you know. But anyway, we did it. Hooray!
Okay, I think I finished. Well, I've got the base sewing bit done of my first side, so
Yay!
I'm gonna put this on, and I wore appropriate clothing so that I can just put it on here. So I'm gonna take out my headphone really quick.
Excellent. Now I can say all the crap I wanted to say about her. Jess, so beautiful. She's so nice and she's so funny. And she never is selfish and she's so giving. Oh, God. Now you know the truth. Now you know all my thoughts about Jess. Don't tell. Oh, she's transforming into a beautiful peacock.
All right.
Caw-caw.
This is looking pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did it.
Yeah. It's kind of hard because the captions are over. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'll stand up.
Yeah. And then you're going to fold the black over.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I rolled over my... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I still need to roll the black over. But yeah, that's looking pretty dandy.
Yeah, it sure is. Good job.
Oh man, I keep rolling over these dang feathers.
Dang it.
These dang feathers.
These dang feathers.
Thanks, Angel. Oh.
Surgeon.
Come on. Okay. Yeah, pretty happy about this.
I think it looks good. Looks real good. Okay.
Oh yeah, we won't talk any more TDR if it's spoilery.
Oh yeah.
But not that much. Nothing huge happened, so.
Yeah. Right, so I think that this is the part with the action fleet, and they want me to make a mark on it. Let me see. Oh wait, no, this is not the one. All right. Cool. Last time I did all these small pieces, and this time I'm kind of doing the bigger actual parts that go on the back and chest and stuff like that. So there we go. Let's do the part with the action pleat so that I can go ahead and mark it like they say. This is the one with the action pleat. Oh gosh, it's really hot today.
Reinforce my edges here. You know, it wasn't that hot for me where I am at because it was cloudy most of the day.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that it's been cloudy for us too, but it's still warm, and now it's like, I don't know, later in the day, and it's gotten a little bit hotter. Plus, this is the hottest room in the house.
Yeah, this is the time of the day when it starts to get warm in mine as well. It's funny, yesterday it was really hot. It was like 90 degrees out yesterday, and
yeah, it was gross. Yeah.
In this room, it's really warm because of the sun setting here, but then you go further into my apartment, and it feels like it's air conditioned. So I'm like, am I gonna
really
bring a blow-up mattress into my kitchen sometimes?
It's not a bad idea.
We'll see how long it can last without the AC.
Yeah. You have an AC unit, right, in your window?
No, I don't.
You don't have one? Oh, no.
No AC, so...
You can buy one at Costco. They sell them for pretty...
Oh, yeah?
Cheap, yeah. We bought our, in our old apartment, we bought a window unit from Costco. And then in our apartment now, it came with a window unit, and we bought an additional standalone unit.
Oh, well, I might want to do a field trip with you then to Costco and get one.
Totes. Right.
So, any fun weekend plans, Alex in chat?
Weekend plans. Let's see. To look at my schedule. There was something I was talking to Andy about doing this weekend. What was it? No, I don't really have any plans, I don't think. Oh, it was you and me are doing a meeting on Sunday. That was what it is.
Yep, there's that.
That's the only plan I have.
Rick Orange, the usual D&D session. Nice. Bye, Sea King. Thank you for joining us for a little bit.
Thank you. Oh, Whisper Josephina's saying... Wait, hang on, I lost it. So, Alex, I finished my rewatch of DS9 and didn't realize I missed most of the last season. Man, that was such a great show. You missed most of the last season? How did that happen? Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure that everything kind of came together for you more after watching that. It's just so well done. I really wish that we could have had more of that show. Did you watch the documentary after? I think it's called, like, The Things We Left Behind, or Those We Left Behind, or something like that. It's really good, and they kind of talk about what would have happened to the show if they had kept going. Oh, you had a newborn that year. Well, that is quite a distracting event. I can imagine it might take away slightly from your DS9 time, so understandable. Congratulations. I'm sure it's not a newborn anymore, but still, congrats on having kids. Yeah, the documentary. Let me look it up. DS9 documentary. It's called What We Left Behind, Looking Back at Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yeah, it's actually on YouTube. You can watch it. It's about 2 hours long, and it's all on YouTube. So go check it out. I watched it right after we finished the show, and it was a really good, I don't know, just kind of ending point on the show. It definitely made it seem like, or it made me want to watch more, you know, because in the documentary they write a little pilot for what they would do if the show continued.
Oh,
and
nice.
It answers some questions, but other questions it's like it makes some questions it makes more questions. Is what I'm trying to say.
It raises more questions.
It raises more questions. Yes. So yeah. Ouch. Watch out for the pins, folks.
Did anybody do any April Fool's jokes? Hi, Paleo Gaming.
I considered it, and then I didn't.
I was told
that's what always
happens.
happens. Told to be cruel?
I was told it would be cruel to do an April Fool's.
It would be cruel.
This year.
Oh, after COVID? I suppose. I had an idea for one, and then I didn't end up doing it. But I mean, the night is still young, so I could prank somebody.
I was trying to remember the last time I did a prank. I think the last time I did one was,
on your parents live on this channel.
Oh, well, that was an April Fool's. The last April Fool's prank I did was, I don't know if you remember this, Alex. I don't know if we knew each other at this point, but I posted a picture on Instagram of me doing this, and I had a tattoo on the inside of my bottom lip.
Oh my God, for real?
I photoshopped a tattoo on my lip, and it was actually insulting how many people were like, whoa, crazy that you did that. Oh my God. I was like, come on. You think I would do that?
Who knows?
I mean, I probably would, actually.
Like, why not? You've got other tattoos. I know that that's like a more extreme tattoo, but it's still hidden. It's not like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some
It's not like it's like
stuff before, but not
on your
that
face
people
tattoo.
don't know about that. There's only like 5
people don't know about your extreme stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
There's a handful of things that I think you could be talking about.
The thing that I did that didn't work out. I'll put it in Signal.
I have a guess, but I don't know if I like made this up in my mind or if it's an actual memory.
Welcome to my life.
Let me go to Signal. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But I couldn't remember if I made that up or not.
At a certain point in my life, I'm gonna be like, did I actually do that? Or was that all a fever dream?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot where I'm like, was this real or did I just make that up? All right, more bobbin thread. We bobbin.
We bobbin, we rollin'. I'm doing the hardest part of sewing right now, which is threading the needle. It's not Friday, it's Thursday. Yeah.
It is Thursday, yes, and that is why we're streaming. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Oh no, that's a horrible prank. Shafrika said, my boyfriend told me Biden was stepping down and told me it was #1 trending on Twitter.
Oh no. That's pretty convincing though, that's pretty good.
Yeah, if you forget that it's April Fool's Day, if you're not a normal prankster, then you can get people.
Yeah, I always remember that it's April Fool's Day generally, but I don't know. I'm not that great with pranks. I always feel bad, you know?
I don't.
I think that's great.
You know, you gotta have a sense of humor to get through life.
Yeah. I think it's also that it kind of takes a little bit of planning to do something like that.
It does, yeah.
And I usually am doing other stuff and I just forget about it until the last minute and then I'm like, oh man, I should have done something. Oh well. But it would be perfect for me to do something because I never prank, so no one would expect it.
That's true. People are expecting it from me at this point. Although not my parents, I guess.
You're a little trickster.
But my sister was expecting it.
Yeah, she was like,
I think
nerd.
even if I hadn't called her, I think she still would have been like, yeah, this is not real. I don't know if she would have known it was, I guess she would know it was me because it says Jessica.
Hmm.
You know what I didn't think about is I'm gonna have to curl this over the entire way, which I'm not happy about.
You know what you could also potentially do is get some piping.
Thank you for the subscription, Whisper Josephine. 3-month streak through Prime. Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Ah, thank you, Prometheus. Oh God, what was the balut again? Oh shit.
Oh my God, you really did? You did it. You really did though.
What is that?
Oh no. That's
no! No! That's the baby duck egg! No! No!
Oh,
Why, God? Why?
I was talking a big game on that stream. Like, it doesn't look so bad. I can eat it, but
no.
No.
Oh my God. When? Okay. So that's gonna happen on a Tuesday. It seemed like that later slot worked pretty well for most people, right?
7 and 9?
Yeah. For the
Yeah, it seemed like
the
that
gross
was a good
food
one.
challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't find it? Oh, thank God, Prometheus.
Didn't find what?
The balut. Yeah.
Oh God. Good.
Yeah.
But you know, we
That's
live in
alright.
LA, so I'm sure that we could find it
Nope.
somewhere.
No.
Definitely not.
I don't think so. I don't think that.
I think not. No, we're good. Come on. There we go. All right. Finally, rethreaded. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I have some Filipina friends who I'm sure. One of my friends, Rhea, was telling me that I should try balut sometime. She said it's really good.
I mean, I'm sure it tastes good. It's just the texture that you have to get past.
I generally am okay with most textures. The only kind of texture that I really don't like is like the texture of liver. I really don't like that. But then again, I think it also has to do with the flavor of it. Those two things together, I'm like, bleh. But all right, here we go.
I'm having a really hard time with this.
I can't believe I saw you and I should have given you pins because that would make your life so much easier.
Eh,
It really would.
we're just gonna say I rolled very low on this check.
You just don't have all the tools. That's the only thing.
So, if we turn off our captions here, you can still see them if you click closed caption, right? So I'm gonna turn these off. Oops, wrong
But
one.
wait, you'll see them all mixed up. You won't see us individually, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to our channel and just check it out because I want to see what this looks like. Oh, mine's still up here? Oops, what am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Okay, so Alex, why don't you say something? Something
Hi,
the captions can...
Alex. This is my name. It's Alex. I'm gonna read some people's comments. Vanity said, "Andy's the best. I'll touch on details now. That was actually presumptuous of me. If you guys want to talk TDR, that's fine. Let me know and I'll decide if I want to stay or not. Oh no, you're good. Don't you worry about it. Started Voyager now and it's fine, but it's no DS9. That's what I've heard.
Okay, so it's only hearing me if we do the captions. Because it's through my mic, maybe? But that doesn't make any sense because they're both being captured the same way. Huh. Yeah, it's not hearing you.
That's strange.
Oh, you're also frozen there, Alex.
Yeah, I see that.
Your audio's
I
coming
don't know
out a little
what's
bit too.
happening. You know, Andy and I were talking about our internet situation, and the problem is that it's inconsistent. Like, we get good speeds, decent speeds compared to yours and whatnot. Actually, our download is a lot better than yours, but like, it's just so inconsistent that sometimes just we get like 0 or 2 upload speed. And the only thing I think to do about that is just contact the company and be like, hey, it's inconsistent and I need it to be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it's you need it for work, you know?
Yeah,
I would throw a fit.
Yeah.
I'll be bad cop for you next time I come over. I'll call him and bitch at him.
You know, be bad cop? I can be bad cop.
Okay.
The problem, the only thing holding me back from doing that is just I have to set aside time to do it, you know, like, because it takes. Last time Andy contacted them, it took him like 2 hours to even talk to someone.
Oh,
because
yeah.
They make you file complaints on the website. They want you to like download an app, and then when you download the app, it's like, you can't do this on the app. Go to the website, and then you go to the website, and it's like, oh, actually, you need to call someone. So it's just a freaking huge loop.
Man. Well.
It's fine. I'll do it sometime.
Alex has become a robot. Yes, she has. Your vocals are coming through like.
Great. That's my natural form.
You're kind of like a cute AI.
Oh, thank you.
Yenna.
Yenna.
This would be so much faster if I had a sewing machine. My God, I'd be done already.
Yeah, you would.
But, you know, this is how they used to do it in the olden days.
Shit. God damn it.
I'm just doing this the way Yennefer would have done it, you know? Although, she probably would have had magic to assist her. We're just gonna forget about that detail.
Normally I have a steam ripper around. Am I better yet? Is it still crap?
What?
Is it still bad?
Yeah. But I can still understand you.
Okay.
But you're just frozen.
I'll be right back. Okay, I have to go find a steam ripper.
Okay. We'll be here.
Okay.
Yes, Chifrika, she does have her stuff plugged in. '50s with a freeze warning, mid-70s and storming yesterday. Oh wow. It's just the internet in general. Dyson capes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. 43 there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you need a vacation to Los Angeles. I'm used to the constant swings in weather coming from Michigan. It's like lake effect weather is absolutely crazy. I remember growing up laying out in my bikini in the driveway, like in high school, with snow, like several foot tall snowbanks on either side of the driveway because it had snowed yesterday.
But it was warm the next day?
But it was hot enough to lay out in our bathing suits the next day, yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. You never knew. I think that's where I can attribute my, my ability to layer. But it also makes for heavy packing, which I hate. I don't like to pack heavy.
Yeah. Anytime you're going to be in cold weather, it's a hassle to have to pack for it.
Yeah. But I do like cold weather fashion better than warm weather fashion for the most part.
I don't know. I like not being all bogged down by clothes. I do
there's
like
something to say about that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I like all the accessories of cold weather fashion,
like scarves and boots.
Yeah,
and
scarves and coats and boots and socks and all that stuff. But boots and socks and boots and socks. But yeah. Oh, I think my internet's getting a little bit better.
Yeah, it is.
Yay. Yeah, it just is in and out. I wonder if it's like cords in our place or something. But the guy came in and he like messed with the cords. So I don't know.
So the guy came in and fixed, quote unquote, fixed my hot water problem, and it was fixed for like that 20 minutes that he was here, and then it was broken again.
So annoying.
I don't know. Oh, speaking of downloading games, I saw that Horizon Zero Dawn went on sale today, so I bought it.
That's exciting.
I'm excited to play it.
What kind of game is that? I haven't ever played that.
It is an open world RPG with a female lead protagonist.
Okay, is it fantasy? Is it?
Yeah, it's like fantasy science fiction. They're like robotic creatures and it's post-apocalyptic, right? Yeah, I'm seeing in chat a couple people are saying they love it. Tomb Raider with robot dinos. Yes. I've heard many amazing things about it. I've been told to play it, so
cool.
Yeah, that and Witcher on the list. Although now that I have Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm like, when am I gonna find the time?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about Tuesday because Jess is not going to be here on Tuesday. Got some work, I think, right?
Yes. Well, I don't know the time yet, but it's likely that it'll be all day.
Okay. So I'm figuring out what I want to do on that day to stream, and I'm in between right now, either doing another charisma check where I just play a bunch of different songs in a row, or doing some gaming, maybe finish Life is Strange, or I don't know if I'll finish it, but do some more Life is Strange. Since Tuesdays are usually ability checks, I'm leaning toward the charisma check, music,
yeah.
But yeah, because I mean, I can just play a freaking ton of songs all day, but yeah, and I've been working on a few too that I wanted to play. So I don't know. We'll see.
Whatever you feel like, I think. Wherever the wind blows you that day.
Wherever the wind blows. I'll need to make sure I have all the updated stuff, for OBS and whatnot.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that this weekend.
Yeah.
It's always like every time we switch over to you hosting, there's been so many changes to the overlays.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's great because it shows that we are evolving.
Exactly.
Ever evolving.
Ever growing. Ever evolving.
This is not yet our final form.
I do feel like every week we have a new set of problems, and not in a bad way, but like a new set of things to figure out,
Thank you for the follow, Mouse.
Thank you for your follow, yay! And I think that that's a good thing, actually, that they always have a new set of problems, because that, like you said, it means we're growing.
Yeah. Evolution
I kind of like having stuff to figure out,
Yeah, problem solving can be fun.
Yeah.
Well, and it's, each new problem is because we're trying to make the stream better, like the captions, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, better audio or whatever it is.
Or like, paying our guests regularly and figuring out a system for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All good stuff.
Accounting, just two business ladies figuring out how to do business stuff.
Just figuring it out. So we did this 70s shoot recently, which, we still need to work on those assets.
On Sunday, this is what I want to do on Sunday. I want to pick out our favorite, like our top 20, which is going to be hard because we have like 1,000 photos.
1,000, yeah.
And then, I will take the green background out of them, and then from there, we can both work on putting them on backgrounds as we see fit.
I love it.
I love it, because that should be pretty easy on your end, too. Just, like, picking out a background and putting some text over it.
Yeah, totally. I love that.
What were you going to tell chat?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Haha, I should have done this a while ago. Cut off the excess
I know what I was
feathers.
going to say. We did that 70s shoot, but every time we refer to ourselves as business ladies, I think we should do an 80s shoot. you know, with big shoulder pads.
Maybe as the channel evolves, we'll move our way through the eras.
That would be so fun.
2022, we're in the 80s. 2023, we're in the 90s.
Eventually, we get all the way back to the 1800s.
Twitch in the 1800s. We're just like Salem witches doing witchcraft to make the internet work.
Twitchcraft.
Twitchcraft, yes.
That's us. Okay. Whew. Gotta stretch it out.
So I want to tell you about
ability check, churning butter. Yeah, right?
Yes. We actually could do something like that.
Yeah.
It's like D&D.
Well, I'm gonna do one eventually. Once we run out of our mayonnaise, I'm gonna home make my mayonnaise.
Right. That's
gonna happen.
The same thing.
We might as well. You know what we should do is like do just like a condiment making. Like
condiment
do mayonnaise.
Stream.
Yeah, and then maybe make some butter in the same stream because I don't think the mayonnaise will take that long. Based on the YouTube videos I watched, it's pretty quick. So.
We do need suggestions for ability check. If you guys want to see anything, we are planning out April, so.
Yeah. And you know, we can also do things that we've already done before. Like we could do another lockpicking stream.
Mm-hmm. We should.
Yeah.
We should get some locks or find some locks.
Yeah, I want to like crowdsource locks from my friends and see who has what. Because somebody's got to have, you know, just like a lock or whatever.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm making good headway on this. It feels good.
Yeah, me too. My pizzas are coming together. Here's this one. This is the one where I draw the action fleet on it, so let me figure that out.
Whisper Josephine says, have me as a guest and I can make homemade ice cream for you.
Ooh,
that's
cool.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do some homemade ice cream at some point. Mm-hmm. Don't you have to get a machine for that?
You can. It's better to have a machine, but there are ways to make it without. It's just time-consuming and can be kind of exhausting too.
If you don't have the machine.
Yeah, because well, in order to get it cold enough, if I recall correctly, you have to like turn it, and that I remember we had like a crank, or one of our neighbors had like a crank ice cream maker growing up, and we did it one time and I was like, well, I'm never doing this again.
It took forever.
It took forever. Was totally not worth it. When you could just walk down the street and buy ice cream. All right, so the action fleet, I need to draw a line right here. So let's do that.
A food stream with Frophy/Jeff. Yeah, I would love to do a Hello Goodberry stream with Jeff. He's so busy though. I don't know if he would be able to say yes.
He's in high demand.
Yeah, he is.
Adrian likes the play music checks. Cool, so maybe I will do that on Tuesday. Knitting and crocheting, I'd be glad. Yeah, maybe Jess, I could teach you how to. Do you know how to do either of those?
I had to learn how to knit for a movie, but that was a long time ago. So I do technically know how. And I think I learned again since then, but I never really got the hang of it. I didn't really like it.
Yeah? Well, I like crocheting better than I like knitting.
Yeah? What's the difference?
Yeah. Well, for me, the difference is that I learned crocheting first. So, and also, but the difference, the inherent differences in the two are that crocheting takes one needle, knitting takes two.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think crocheting's easier because it's easier to, I think anyway, maybe, and I'm also like not very skilled in knitting. I learned to knit like last year. So, yeah, but what I was going to say is I think it's harder to take out stitches to like go back in your work if you screwed something up when you're knitting than it is when you're crocheting. Like when you're crocheting, all you have to do is, you know, pull the pull the yarn out and just like go back to where you screwed up. But when you're knitting, since you have the 2 needles, it's like the whole thing that you're knitting is always attached to one of the needles.
Yeah.
So if you like screw it up here, you have to be able to reattach all of the yarn to the needle wherever after you pull it out, you know, and I found that to be kind of difficult.
Yeah. We're getting some more suggestions in chat here. Trivia night. Yes, we would like to do a trivia night at some point for intelligence
we've talked
check.
about that. That's cool.
DS9 trivia. Okay, only a select few people would be able to participate in that trivia, so I'm gonna say no on that one.
Maybe eventually once she watches it. Because I think we have about, I don't know, I would guess we have about at least 20 of our followers watch DS9.
Well, I don't, and I'm one of the hosts, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, okay, take that. All right.
Another suggestion was a strength check. Yeah, we've been discussing that. We're just not sure if you guys want to see that or not.
Yeah, like would that be interesting to you to watch us like lift stuff?
Because we do have fitness trainer friends, but we were just like, well, how well does that translate to a Twitch stream, you know?
Yeah, we also have like a yoga teacher friends, and yeah, we could do like an agility check with yoga, maybe like balance, focusing on balance for that yoga. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But the lifting thing though, I don't know. I feel like I'm open to it. I'm not against it. I just feel like it's gonna get real ugly real fast. Because when I work out, I turn beet red. Like people usually ask me, "Are you okay?" Like, or they're like staring at me as I'm walking by because I'm so red. But it's just it's just what happens when I work out.
I would love to do a climbing stream. If there was a way that we could take this on the road and do outdoor stuff, that would be very fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
You know, like do a little bit of rock climbing, some bouldering.
Oh, a knot tying stream. I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's very Dungeons and Dragons-y.
Yeah, I should write that down.
Learn some knots.
Yeah, very Boy Scout like.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be full Eagle Scouts by the time 2021 is done.
Yeah, just like my brother. Let me look at the meeting. Where's the notes? Ability check ideas. Here we go.
If we did an exercise stream, I would like it if chat would join us, you know, like get in on it. It's like a free exercise class almost, but because I had envisioned that would be fun for some, you know, some section of Twitch would, you know, I would love a free exercise class, but yeah, I don't know. The more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't know if people would come.
Yeah, that's the thing is I don't want to just be a thing where we're just doing it by ourselves and no one else is participating.
Yeah. You know, Kaylee is a weapons instructor, so that would be very fun. But again, that's one that we would have to take outside. Because we could talk about the swords, but really we'd want to see her showing us how to use the swords. And I'm proficient in broadswords, so I could participate in some manner. But it would have to be in a place where we could swing it around.
Yeah. I've done basic like fight choreography. But...
See, that would be fun too, to do some unarmed combat.
Yeah. But it's choreography. I've never like actually been in a real fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, all choreo.
Yeah.
Yes, weapons. We know plenty of weapons instructors.
Yeah, we do.
Because Kaylee is. Michael and I took 3 combat classes with Kaylee, who DMs the Damsels Nice and Everything Nice, and then her friends and some of the other damsels have taken weapon classes, I believe, or at least some of Kaylee's friends. So.
That's cool.
Yeah, but again, There's no internet outside.
Yeah. Not until, Elon Musk gets that StarNet thing going.
What? What is this?
Starlink.
Starlink is internet for all outside? Everywhere?
Let me see. I just know that it's like a bunch of satellites that are supposed to help with getting internet to everyone. SpaceX is developing a low latency broadband internet system to meet the needs of consumers across the globe. So yeah. Andy said it sounded like it was like internet everywhere for everyone.
Huh.
So I don't know.
It's up. People have it, says Dyson Capes.
Oh really? We were staying in this place and hanging out outside, and we saw all these satellites in a row following each other, and we were like, oh, that must be Starlink. And I don't know if it was, but it feels like it would be, because they were all going on like the same path.
Wow.
So many of them.
So futuristic.
Cool. I know.
Heraldry is an old intelligence-based proficiency. What is heraldry?
Heraldry.
That's interesante.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my black lip done. I don't want to do the whole thing though. It's so annoying.
Can I be done?
I just want to be done, but this is looking good. This is rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby.
Feathers everywhere.
Cows everywhere. That's the super sour cream response to. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, the other show that I've been watching is Invincible.
Ooh.
Have you guys been watching that?
Who's in that?
A lot of people, but it's an animated series.
Oh.
And it's very adult and interesting. You guys been watching that? You guys been enjoying that? The cast is ridiculous. Yeah, a lot of people are in it. And of course, as I'm trying to think of them, my mind just goes blank.
Invincible. Have I heard of this? I'm gonna Google it. Invincible show. Oh, I haven't even heard of this.
Well, it's still fairly new. I think they only have like 3 episodes out.
What is it on? Oh, Prime? Let's see. Sandra Oh, J.K. Simmons, Jillian Jacobs, Zachary Quinto, Mark Hamill, Seth Rogen. Wow.
Lots of people. Yeah. If you are, averse to violence, I would say maybe don't watch it.
Is this like The Boys? Because I love The Boys.
Similar, yeah. There's some crossover there for sure. I love The Boys too. It's so good.
We talked about The Boys, I think, on stream, right? We were both in awe.
I don't remember.
I think we were both in awe of, oh, what's his face? The hot guy. In his scene where, spoiler alert, spoilers.
Watch out, here's spoilers
for The Boys is coming. When his wife,
in your boiler.
When his wife dies and he cries out for help, wrecked me. Just
I don't remember.
Broke. You don't. Oh my god.
Wait, I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about the Butcher?
Butcher, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
he's so good.
His wife dies, and this guy with this tough exterior just all of a sudden shows this incredible, just
vulnerable.
Like, what's the word? Like no.
Unabashed. Unmitigated.
Yeah. Just this cry. Somebody help me. Oh, so good. He's such a good actor.
Yeah, he really is. And that cast is awesome. The guy who plays Homelander is just so good.
Brilliant. And the chick who played the Nazi.
Yeah, oh my god.
She's amazing.
Did you hate her?
Yes.
Don't you love to hate her?
But that's the mark of an amazing actor.
Yeah.
I think because I'm such a big fan of villains, when they're like likable despite being utter pieces of shit, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Did you find her likable? I didn't. I don't feel like I liked her at all.
Likable in the sense of like you like watching her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I misspoke.
I love to hate her.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Because there's some villains, I think, where you're just like,
they're too mustache twisty. Like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
I don't care for you. Yeah, Game of Thrones did a really good job with all of their villains. They're all very watchable. But man, I'm watching. I'm almost done with Bridgerton, and she's not a villain, but the main girl, I'm like, she's the protagonist here, and she is so unlikable.
Oh really?
I don't know what it is about her. Yeah, and the whole thing is about like romance between these two main characters, and they just have absolutely no chemistry whatsoever.
Oh, man, that's a
bummer. It's painful. I'm such a romance geek. I love rom-coms. I love period flicks. I love romance. Love romance books. I feel like I can speak authoritatively on this. They have zero chemistry.
It's so important, you know? It's like, I feel like that should be prioritized in casting.
100%. I think they were cast because they're good looking or something.
Yeah. The worst reason to cast someone.
But I also think it's the director's problem. I think a lot of my problems with the show have to do with the direction, not necessarily the cast, because I think they really were doing...
And the writing. I heard the writing's really bad.
Yeah, the writing is very plain and very cheesy, but I think the actors seem like they're also cheesy, but I think they're just doing their best, and it's the way that it's edited together and directed that... Because the director at any point could be like, yeah, we need to scale it back. We need this to be more subtle. But instead, it's just too much. I'm talking about Bridgerton, Hadrian. You know, I'm over here saying that I hate it, but I'm watching the entire thing. I am finishing the show, and I probably will watch the next season.
Oh, wow.
Unlike Umbrella Academy, I will not watch the rest of that show.
I'm trying to remember, there was a show like that for me recently where I was like, I guess it was the Little Dicky show.
oh yeah, we had a whole discussion about this. I loved it.
We had a long discussion about that. We talked about that for hours.
You know, I have actually thought about your point of view on that since that conversation, and it has made an impact, I think, because that is now in the back of my brain what you said. You know,
well, I'm sorry, or you're welcome. I'm not really sure. What is it called? Hi, I'm Dave, I think, or Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Dave. So my problem, I think that he's a great rapper. I think that even though I never need to have this conversation again, since you and I talked about it for like 5 hours. No, it wasn't that. It was like 2 hours maybe. But I think Lil Dicky's a great rapper. I was made aware of Lil Dicky's career like early on when he was just posting stuff on YouTube and stuff. And one of the music videos that he's since taken down was like this song that was like, If I Were a Girl or If I Were a Black Guy. It was like two verses. And I just found it to be really...
off-color, distasteful?
Not so much. I mean, I don't mind distasteful. I don't mind off color, but I just found it to be pat, if that makes sense. Like it kind of really like pat, like it simplified. It made women's problems, and to some extent Black people's problems. Even I felt like it was actually respecting the problems of people of color. Like it's dangerous to be in the world as a person of color is what the message was, and he's glad he's a white guy. Because
she's gone. She gone. Right in the middle of an important speech.
Yeah, this always happens.
Has it been 40 minutes?
Probably, yeah. This is why I'm using Discord, remember?
Oh yeah. Well,
but it's fine. It's should be back now.
I guess this is a Discord specific problem, huh?
I should be back. What happened?
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
I got
anyways, he talked a lot in this song. He talks about like why he's thankful he's a white guy, because if he were a black guy, he would deal with all these problems that people of color deal with. And then there's another verse. The first verse is like, thank God I'm a guy and not a woman. And the problems that he says that women deal with were so stupid and simple and not, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I would never be able to pick an outfit. I would cry all the time. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of, I mean, I know that was a long time ago and people change.
Yeah. I mean, I've said stupid shit on the internet too.
Oh, I absolutely have too. And I hope that people will forgive me for who I used to be.
Yeah.
And so I came into the series thinking like, all right, I'll give him another chance. Because at the time when I saw that, I was really turned off and I was like, fuck this guy. I don't need, even if you're talented, you're kind of an asshole, And he is kind of an asshole. And in the show, they talk about him being kind of an asshole, and that's like part of it. But I don't know. I just never felt like he was really redeemed for me. Like I didn't ever like him. And probably it's because I had this preconceived notion from before. I was like waiting for him to redeem himself from my previous memories of him anyway. And then because I came into it without it being on a clean slate, it was like he didn't redeem himself. Whereas I think everybody else watching it was kind of like, I don't know who this guy is. Let me give him a chance. And then it's like, oh, okay, he's cool. He's cool enough. He's kind of an asshole, but like he's all right. But for me, I'm like, no, he's a real asshole. I don't know. So.
It was an uphill battle for you.
The whole point of this is to say that I will probably watch the next season, even though I'm not a big fan of it so far. I will watch the next season. And again, he's a great rapper. He's very talented. Just, I don't know. I don't know about his character,
Yeah.
And there's a thing too, like when I don't like something and everybody else does seem to like it, I get such a weird feeling. I'm like, nobody's listening to me. Like, I'm so mad, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, all right, well, you like it, I don't, whatever. But I feel these feelings of like, why isn't anybody listening?
I felt that way about what's the show, the Haunting of Hill House, the Hill House Haunting, or what is that show?
Yeah, Haunting of Hill House. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad. It's awful.
Yeah.
And everybody else loves it. And I'm like, why? What? Are we living in the Matrix right now?
Yeah. Am I taking crazy pills? Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed that show. I liked season 1 a lot better than Bly Manor. But I can also see where you're coming from. There were things about that show that I was like, this is dumb, like, or this is taking a really long time. Why don't we just get to the action?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's something about that. Both seasons of that show is like, it's more about the deep down emotional processes and than the scary. And I'm like, okay, but it's Halloween. I want to watch a scary show.
Yeah.
Like, give me the scaries. Spook me.
Give me the spooky scary. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Okay. Let me catch up on one chat saying, yes, it's a Yennefer costume. World Positive Gaming. That's what she's working for.
Yes.
Working on.
I really
That's
hope
what she's working
today.
for. Haunting of Hill House. Liked it enough. There's one episode where they did a lot of single takes. Oh yeah, like continuous takes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's going to nail that. Jessica looks a lot like the actress who plays her in that show. I know.
When that show came out, everybody texted me and it was like, have you seen Witcher?
Including me. Yeah. Your reaction was so funny too. You're like, which one do you think I look like? Yeah. Do you think he'll get purple contacts?
Ooh, I'll probably just do that in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Because I can't wear contacts when I'm gaming or anything. So if it's just for a photo shoot, just do that in post.
You can't wear contacts when you're gaming? Why?
I discovered when I got my desk job that I really can't wear contacts sitting in front of a computer screen. It bugs out my eyes. So I have to wear glasses.
I see.
Yes.
I definitely feel like my life experience is different. My perception of the world is different when I'm wearing contacts versus when I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah, there's always like, weren't we saying, I think it was in Anza we agreed that it feels like there's something between us when we have our glasses
between
on.
me and the world. Yeah. The other day I was outside walking the dogs, I think, and I had my glasses on and I was just like tired of them being on my face. So I took them off and put them on my head and just couldn't see well for a while. And I realized, I just kind of walked around doing that because I know my neighborhood, I know, my house or my apartment and whatnot. And you and I talked about this one time, Jess, about like noticing small things in the world, like up close flowers and stuff like that. And I think you told me like, you're like, I never really take that much time to like notice up close of flowers and grass and stuff like that, or something like that. And I think that's why I'm inclined to notice those things, because I didn't get glasses until I was like 12 or 13. And so I was, in order to see something clearly, I had to be really close to it,
Interesting.
So because that night when I was walking around without my glasses, I noticed these flowers that were growing by the stairwell, and I hadn't really looked at them up close until then. And then I was like fascinated with them, like, wow, this is so cool, because it was all I could see, So yeah, it's just kind of interesting how our perspectives
I wonder when I got glasses. I think I got them pretty young. I think I got them around like 10 years old.
Yeah.
They did the test in
I might have been younger.
Grade school.
Yeah. I might have been like 9, but even so, I don't think I started wearing contacts till I was 13. I don't remember. What are you going to eat for dinner tonight?
Oh boy. I don't know. I'm kind of out of food. I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I have some leftovers from last night. Probably just throw some eggs in there for protein. I don't know.
We have roasted Brussels sprouts that we made like several days ago that we need to eat. So we ate like part of them the night that we made them, and then
yummy.
It's like a whole big thing left over. So
I
feel like
Brussels
beef
sprouts.
goes well. You do?
Beef?
You love them?
Beef.
Yeah, I think beef goes
like
well with
steak?
Brussels sprouts. Like ground beef with onions and garlic, and might make it into like a kind of a stroganoff-y sauce-ish kind of thing. Put some cream in there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Have you had stroganoff before? It's good.
I think so. But I haven't made it for myself, I don't think. I think my mom, hopefully, is not watching this. I don't think she's ever watched my Twitch channel, but if she is, sorry. My mom wasn't a very good cook growing up, so the last stroganoff that I remember having was, like, not very good.
Yeah, my mom doesn't cook, actually.
At all?
My dad always, my dad, well, now she started to, apparently, like, later in life, but my dad cooked for us every day. And, yeah. So I learned most of my cooking from my dad and my grandparents, my grandmas.
I didn't really learn
Andy,
to cook
actually.
until...
Andy's taught me a lot about cooking.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah. He's very talented.
I think that chapter is yet to come for me, so I'll meet somebody who's more passionate about cooking and will teach me a few tricks.
That's exactly what happened to me. I was always kind of just like a bare minimum cook. Like I
am too.
you know, let's get those nutrients.
Yeah.
You know,
protein, vegetables. Yeah.
Yeah, but Andy really cares about flavor and like, you know, using the right ingredients and putting the right amount of time and timing everything out and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really, I really admire that about him because I am not like that.
I mean, I have many cookbooks. I do like cooking when I actually set the time aside to do it. But
yeah,
I'd love a teacher.
It'd be fun to do a group cooking sometime. I really miss like dinners, you know, inviting people over to dinner and stuff.
Yeah, me too. Or brunch. Yeah. Well, Lexi just got vaccinated today or yesterday, so we can all hang out.
So yay! Yeah, I'll have Lexi cook for me any day.
Yeah. All right.
It'd be so nice to like eat a meal and share a bottle of wine and just talk, shoot the shit.
It'll be like damsels and dishes all over again.
Okay, so I had an idea for something to sew.
Okay.
I know that I'm like deep into this project now, so I can't do this yet, but I want to make myself some overall shorts.
Oh, nice.
And I went ahead and splurged and bought the pattern yesterday.
How much does a pattern cost? I thought they were like a couple bucks.
It costs $15, this one.
Oh.
But it's both overall long pants and overall shorts. And it's all these different sizes too, so.
Nice.
The only thing is it's just a PDF, so I have to like go and print it out, which is annoying.
You have to print it out on large paper?
Apparently you can just print it out on regular paper and then tape it
all
together.
Okay. Do you have a printer at home?
I mean, we do, but it doesn't work.
Oh, gotcha.
I should just throw it out, but I don't know. It's holding up a plant right now.
It's doing a job.
Yeah.
It's in retirement.
Exactly. It's enjoying its winter years.
This is the printer's equivalent of buying an RV and driving across the U.S.
Moving to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I usually go to this print shop near our place, and I like to support them. They're really good people.
Yeah, it's always better to shop small.
Yeah. So wait, you said all right, like you.
Oh, just that I'm moving on to my second side. Here we go.
Cool.
Here we go.
I've got a lot of pieces here serged together. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I only have four more pieces to serge together.
I really hope
I'm gonna do an easy one and do one of these block-shaped ones.
I don't think this is even. I said this is even, not Steven captions. The stream keeps buffering. Is that I saw two people say that. Is that a common problem?
I don't know. It might be Twitch. I'm just gonna take a little break. Bending over so much.
Yeah.
Moira is beta testing those for a new startup sewing shop. Oh, that's awesome. Is Moira gonna like make clothes for people, bespoke clothes, or do repairs, or what? I have like a pile of clothes that I want to get tailored, and I just never take them.
Sewing is so romantic.
It is?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's so,
I feel like
I feel like it's very feminine, sewing. It's just something that females have been forced to do for such a long time that I think it is pretty feminine at this point. Not to say that, I think I love feminine qualities in men, so I'm not saying it's any kind
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that sewing is inherently feminine. I think you kind of hit the nail on the head when you're like, it just was shoehorned into femininity.
Yeah.
You know, like, women, you do this. But it's actually quite, I don't know. If the traditional qualities of femininity are like not being capable of doing things, I don't think sewing fits into that at all. You know what I mean?
No,
Because like it's actually quite complicated. Like you have to piece things together. You kind of have to have a mathematical geometry brain in order to like make the patterns and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, I wonder what you could even really define feminine qualities as anymore, right? Because we're kind of like, gender isn't really a thing anymore.
Real?
Yeah, like we've all, I think
Yeah.
we are deciding collectively that we're done with that. So, but I don't know, I think it still is relevant, right? Like we do see certain people and we're like, oh, they seem like they're embodying a very masculine energy. Whoa! We just got a huge donation. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, what?
Stevie Ray.
Again, I can't.
Stevie Ray donated $200. Stevie Ray. Are you this?
Whoa!
Are you Stevie
Ray?
Who I know in real life? Because I do know a Stevie Ray in real life.
Oh my gosh.
That is so generous.
That's
oh my god, thank you. And the note was
thank you so much, Stevie Ray.
Hi, Stevie Ray.
Wow.
Stevie.
Thank you so much.
Are you
Stevie X-Ray?
Kristen's brother, Stevie? Because if you are, we haven't talked in like ages. And also, if you are that Stevie Ray, Haley told me that you moved to California. Or I mean Texas, right? Oh my god, hi! Hi, Stevie. That's so nice of you to support the channel.
Thank you, Stevie.
Stevie and I grew up together. Our moms were friends.
What?
They were all part of a group called the Bad Apples that would go on a horse ranch trip together. And then they brought the kids with them. So Stevie Ray and I would go to Wolf Lake Ranch together in Michigan, which I'll actually be going back to for my sister's bachelorette party.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So childhood friends, huh?
Yeah. How are you, Stevie?
That's incredible. Should we do a chicken dance to celebrate that incredible donation?
Yeah,
I mean,
Stevie, what sound alert do you want? We'll put it on.
We have all kinds of different music that we can dance
page.
to. Generally, we like to celebrate such generosity. I mean, just being here with us is enough, but thank you for that.
We also feel like we should dance.
Yeah, we feel like we should dance.
I didn't confuse California with Texas. I just knew that he had moved to a state close to either myself or Haley, our other mutual friend. And I'm pretty sure it's Texas. I'm pretty sure it's Haley. Okay, let's do, well, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the sax dance. Or the...
Yeah, sure.
Is that what was the one we had last night that was really long? I'm going to go to it.
You know Stevie Ray better than I do, so I think you'll know which one he'll appreciate.
I'm going to do epic sax. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready. Oh, I can't hear it. Damn it.
Oh, no, you can't?
No.
Watch my stream again in Discord. Oh wait, that wasn't the longer one. There's a longer one. I'm gonna do it again. Watch my stream in the Discord.
I did. I just clicked watch again.
Okay, I re-upped it. What was the one we did the other day that was longer? Oh, it was Baby Don't Hurt Me, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. What is love?
What is love?
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Yes. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Stevie Ray. Woo. Amazing.
Great though. Moved down for a Bitcoin mine and it's kind of crazy but really good. Damn.
A Bitcoin mine.
You got on the Bitcoin train?
Whoa.
Hook me up. I want to get into Bitcoin.
Hook me up. give me Bitcoin.
Let's do a
hilarious.
Bitcoin ability check.
Yeah.
We'll learn how
to
trade cryptocurrency.
I didn't realize that Bitcoin, like, that the mines were localized. I thought you could do it from anywhere. Is it like you have to be in a certain place to
Tell us about
access the Bitcoin mine? I'm very interested in that.
I do know the best people, Svenetti. I do.
Yeah,
Awesome
well,
people in
you're
my
one of them. I see.
Maiji just says,
G.
wow.
Is it my G or my Gee? Or Miggy?
Miggy.
Mr. McGee. So Stevie Ray says, so you can do both.
Okay. So how does it work with a physical mine? That's really curious to me. I mean, it's not an actual physical mine, but why do you have to be geographically closer to a mine if it's all online? Stevie, you should also join our Discord.
Oh yeah. Get on there, Stevie. You can do it anywhere on a computer or a group or a bunch of them in a warehouse if you have the power around. Oh, I see. So it's just a matter of like having the technology, having the hardware that's like powerful enough to do the mining. Because it's like so many algorithms.
Do you have a crazy strong computer to do this? This is very interesting.
Yeah.
Imagine a bunch of computers on shelves. Yay, you joined! Hey Alex, check Signal really quick.
Okay. I'm imagining all the computers.
Oh.
Oh wait, what happened? I'm stuck. Okay. I'm imagining like the computers that were in Winter Soldier, where that German guy was like, "My consciousness is saved on these computers." Let me type. Hang on.
It's mainly the power needed. We take up Austin's worth of electricity every day? What?
Austin's worth? Wow. That's insane.
So, when you say we, is there like a group of people who are mining? I literally know nothing about this. Stevie, do you want to jump on our voice chat and explain on the stream with us?
You don't have to if you don't want to, but you're welcome to.
But it's an option. Let me know. I can invite you into our voice chat. Because then you can just sort of explain it to us.
So you and Stevie would hang out like only when the adults were doing that trip, or was it also like you live near each other and you would hang out?
So our parents had like Super Bowl at Stevie's house and like various parental get-togethers where all the kids would hang out and fuck around. Yay,
That's
he's
cool.
down. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna connect him and we'll be right back.
Cool.
Hi, we're back, everybody. I'm pulling Stevie in. Stevie, go ahead and accept my friend request on a Discord. Oh, what was that? Oh, nice.
Yay!
We got a
Thank
sub.
you for
Woo!
subscribing. Woohoo! That's wonderful.
Once you accept my friend request in Discord, I can pull you in.
I have a lot of friends, kind of, it's like you and Stevie are, you know, like, grew up in the same neighborhood and kind of our families all did the same stuff together and
Yeah?
special memories for sure. Like we used to have block parties on my street growing up. That was cool because there were a lot of kids in the town or in the neighborhood.
All right, I just sent out the invite to you, Stevie, so you can join in our voice channel. And just do voice only. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the layout here. Oh, really? I can click his name and drag him in? Whoa, that's a great tip, Aptona. I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, it did mess up the layout though. Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Oh.
he's here!
I think I hear you. Hello?
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
I gotta
Hi,
fix the
Stevie.
layout really quick here.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh,
Thanks
no.
for having me.
It's still fine. Amazing.
Oh, great. Cool.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Isn't it weird to be live on the internet?
Wait, are we live right now? I'm looking. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, go ahead, Stevie. Is it weird?
No, not really.
He's like, I'm familiar with the internet. I work on the internet. I've been here before many times.
I've had to like condition myself. So, like, yes, it is a little bit weird, but I've also had to condition myself a little bit. Like, for instance, today I met a gentleman named Robbie, and he was the pioneer of Intel. He made Intel. He has like
Whoa.
a million patents for Intel. He's like the smartest dude in the world.
What?
So like, yeah, it's crazy the people that you meet through this business. Yeah, but no, it's normal. It's fine.
So, okay, many questions. How do you take up Austin's worth of electricity every day to do this Bitcoin mining? Like, can you explain it to me like I'm 5?
Yes, I can't go into a lot of like I can't go into like details of
Trade secrets?
about like, yeah, there's a lot, like there's NDAs up the wazoo, but so essentially you can mine anywhere with any type of computer, with any like powerful of a computer. You could do off like Windows XP on your like your grandmother's computer, right? Or you can buy specialized miners from companies that make them, which essentially, instead of having like a CD-ROM player or flash drives, USB ports, or it just minimizes all the things that you don't need for mining Bitcoin, and then you just have what's called hash boards on them, which are essentially, it's like the what makes a computer powerful and like fast. So all they do is run the algorithms like you were saying earlier. So you get a whole boatload of those, and you put them on shelves, and you make sure that there's like cold air going to them, and then you just kind of scale and repeat, and then scale and repeat.
Wow, so they're kind of like, I mean, is this a fair comparison to say that they're kind of like calculators, just like constantly doing math problems?
Yeah, it's like that
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch? What, is that his name? Now I'm so confused. 'cause we have
Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch in that movie.
Batch.
What's the movie where he like figures out? Oh shit! What am I thinking of? Never mind. No one's understanding what I'm saying.
Are you sure it's Benedict Cumberbatch and it's not? You're not thinking of A Beautiful Mind?
No. It's Benedict Cumberbatch. Chat, help me out. What's this movie?
Jess, it's Cumberbatch. Like a batch of cookies. Not
Benedict
a patch of peppers.
Jake has ruined me. Now I'm never gonna know how to pronounce his name. Benedict
Like a
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. Batch.
Cumberbatch.
You could say it
The Imitation
any way
Game.
wrong, and everyone knows.
The Imitation Game is what I'm
Can
thinking
you say
of.
it, Stevie Ray?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
See?
Benedict
Now you-
Cumberbatch.
Right, well, All I'm
You
saying
got
is
it.
you could say like cucumber Care Bear patch, and like everyone will know what you're saying.
Care Bear patch.
Yeah, so is it like
I
Imitation
love
Game?
it.
Have you
I
seen
haven't
that?
seen that. Yeah, no, I haven't.
He tries to. I'm reading the description on IMDb. He tries to crack the German Enigma code. Basically, he builds like a giant machine that can do calculations, and it's like this brand new technology. But I think he's also gay or
So
something.
is
in the
it
movie,
kind
so
of
he's got a
similar
terrible
to
life.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they are essentially like calculators. They're trying to solve a math problem, and they come up with solutions that they think are right, and they submit them to there's something waiting for the answer, and so they submit them, and if they're right, you get paid Bitcoin essentially.
Wow. And
Wow.
And then you just,
do you have to
they're not great.
babysit this as
Oh,
it
yeah.
happens? So that's like your main
Yes.
job is just making sure that all of this runs smoothly.
So it is pretty self-sufficient once you get them going. They just go. The babysitting is like when you scale, you have random, how like your computer might just like shut down randomly if it gets older, or like it'll blue screen, or like you'll open a notepad and somehow the software gets stuck on opening a simple thing like notepad. It happens to these computers too.
Really?
Yeah, they're not made to be like great computers. They're made to just solve math problems.
It seems like this would be have a high overhead if you're having to like buy new computers all the time. But then again, it depends on like how long it takes to do the blockchain and how much Bitcoin you get paid every time it gets figured out.
So there's two methods of doing it. You can do it alone, which depending on your computing power, you're most likely never going to get paid. You'll have to be very, very lucky. Or you can join a pool. There's a couple different pools, but what a pool does is you submit, the basic term of measurement is hash rate in Bitcoin mining. So you submit your hash rate to a pool along with others who submit a hash rate. And then as a group, who like one of you are more likely to hit a block as you're all sharing a hash rate essentially. And then depending on the amount of shares you put into that pool, you get paid a percentage based on the percentage you give.
So you make more money if you're doing it by yourself, but it takes longer and it's more expensive probably.
It's very unlikely to actually make money if you do it alone. You have to have a certain hash rate. If you have a hash rate that's equal to like someone's pool, then you'll make more money.
So it's more rewarding for you in the end if you work with a team?
Yes.
So do you work with a company, or is this just like some friends of yours who have an interest in this?
So it's a startup right now, but it is a company. I actually flew down last year. I bought Chrissy's best friend a plane ticket, flew her down to surprise Chrissy.
Aww.
And then I was sitting at work Friday at like 5 a.m. and I was like, man, it was like right during COVID, so she missed my birthday, I missed her birthday, and I was like, this is dumb. I miss my sister. So I bought a ticket at 5 a.m. and I flew down at like 8 a.m. Met this dude at the bar pretty much, and we talked about Bitcoin and business the whole weekend. Like we just hung out the whole weekend.
This was when?
And then
this is
last June.
2020. Okay.
Yeah. And then he invited me he was like talking about this job in October. I didn't interview for that one, but I was still in contact with them, and then they hired me in January.
Wow.
As like an operations technician, which is what you were saying, like essentially just babysit machines. And now I am the chief operations technician or something like that.
What skills did you have to bring to the table where this guy was like, you seem like you could really help our business?
I don't know what he saw in me, honestly. I don't know.
You're special, Stevie. Tell us why.
Yeah,
sounds like you have an interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and you know about it at least.
I did not before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, wow.
So what I think it was is that their team, we have 16 people. They are all amazing individuals. Most of us didn't have experience in this type of like. There's some of us who did, but most of us did not. And I think what they did is they just like brought really good people together. So I'm like, there was like one event that I can think of that really probably sold my stuff to him, but I don't know really what he saw in me. I'm doing well, but some of the people there are just like, it's insane to work with them.
Really?
So when you say really good people together, you mean like just like quality people that you can trust?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I would put my life on any of them.
Wow.
Wow. Cool.
So you just got knee deep in this brand new world.
Yeah, I mean, so I moved to moved to Texas. My girlfriend's still back in Michigan.
I was gonna say, did you move from Michigan? Because that's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
Sorry if you guys hear my cat. She's a little
Oh
bit
no,
loud.
I can't hear her, but also you don't have to apologize because
Yeah, we
my
have
cat
a very
screams
loud
constantly.
cat on our stream.
So her name's Sharkbait, and she's deaf.
I thought I heard you say shark bait, and I was like,
shark bait. That's
so good.
so
Shark bait.
cute.
Ooh, ha, ha.
So I have two
Oh
three-legged
my
cats.
God, no
Three-legged
way.
Yeah, they're great.
Did you move them from
So-
Michigan?
Oh, shush.
Oh, now I can hear.
Yeah, she's a lot louder since she's deaf, so she doesn't know she's being loud.
So she's three-legged and deaf?
Yeah, she got hit by a car, so she has a bit of brain damage. She's 100% deaf, and she has
Aw.
3 legs.
Baby.
So nice that you
My-
rescued her, though.
Yeah, my other one just fell off my fridge when I was at work one day.
Oh,
What?
what?
Yeah,
Fell off
he
your fridge.
I don't know. I was at work and my roommate called me and he's like, "Hey, Sebastian, I think he broke his leg." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God, that
So
sounds like
that's-
something Pebbles would do.
That's so crazy because cats are so agile and
Mm-hmm.
supposedly always land on their feet, and it's like
Not
Yeah.
this
just
time.
fall and yeah.
Or maybe he
that
did
one's a
land on
little
his
bit-
feet just the wrong way.
Yeah. Silly goose.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just really dove into it. There was one instance that like I really think sold the whole thing for me. Like I looked him up and he had a bunch of like presentations and stuff online, but we were at a bar like celebrating my sister's birthday, and there was it was like me, him, my sister's friend that I flew down, and like 15 other people. We were all at this like one table, and my sister's friends, her, and like everyone else, like they get up except for me and this guy, my CEO, and he was a little bit drunk, and he looked like really upset, and I was like, "Oh, where'd they all go?" And he's like, "Oh, I think they left." I was like, "None of them paid," and he was like, "Yeah, this happens to me a lot," because they all knew he was like a millionaire at this time.
What the hell? Wow.
And I was like, "Wait, like my sister knows that, and like she did that too?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "That is so crappy. I'm really sorry." So I like paid half the bill. Like I was like,
Aw.
"Okay, like I'm gonna like take care of that. That's ridiculous." So like we split the bill because he wouldn't let me pay for it fully.
Thus proving you're a good un.
So I think that's
berry.
what did it. Yeah, I'm a good berry.
You're a good berry, yes.
I think that's what did it for him. Like that's what sold him. I hope. I don't know, but yeah, it's been really really good for me ever since.
That's
crazy,
amazing.
though.
I'm
It
so
is-
happy for you.
It's
Yeah.
like it is crazy. We met this dude named Ravi. If anyone wants to like look him up, I don't know his last name, but it's Ravi. If you search his name in Intel, you'll find out a lot about him.
ROBBIE or RAVI?
It's Ravi. It's
Gotcha.
Ravi. Oh man, what's his name?
Well, if it's RAVI, I'm sure we could find him. Are you Googling right now, Alex?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Me? No.
Oh.
I'm sewing. But I feel like I don't know. There probably are a lot of Ravis that work at Intel, but the Ravi that founded Intel would probably be
Yeah. Easier
So
to
he
find.
to Google.
He didn't found it, but he has like a crap. He's been there for like 20 years or something like that. But he essentially was like the pioneer of a lot of like the chip stuff that we depend on every day now.
So,
Wow,
how
that's
are you
cool.
liking Texas? Do you want to stay? I mean, I know you have your job here, but Haley
Yeah,
Haley
so-
loves Austin.
Yeah, I probably won't stay in Austin forever. I just linked his name in the Twitch chat. I believe that's the right one. It doesn't have a picture of him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But yeah, I like Austin a lot. But I'll probably be moving. Oh, it's definitely not the dude.
No. Okay.
I looked him up. I'll probably be moving closer to Waco or Dallas.
Okay. Why?
How come? Yeah. What draws you to there?
There's a undisclosed location of a Bitcoin mine somewhere in that area that I'm currently driving very far to.
You're basically a secret agent.
I know. It sounds so. I just snapped my fucking needle in half.
Oh wow.
How does that even happen?
They're not that strong. I've snapped many needles with the sewing machine, but doing it by hand is like pretty impressive.
What?
Did you just rage?
I don't think I even have another needle. I don't.
Oh no.
Oh my god. What the
Stream's over.
fuck?
Sorry, Stevie Ray.
Oh
no, you're
my
interlude here.
god. That's
She just hulked out.
crazy.
Yeah, she hulked out and just looked like her eyes went red and just like, whoa.
Adrian
I'm
said, guess we
scared.
don't need a strength check stream.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's so
a nat
disappointing. I was
20
making
right there.
such good progress. Oh my god.
You sure you don't have any other needles?
No, I my sewing kit is just pitiful.
Girl, we need to upgrade that.
I know. I'm sorry, Stevie. You were saying you're basically like a secret agent. Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like I have to like I can't tell a lot of people a lot of things, which really sucks because I'm super excited about all of it. So I have
Yeah.
to use like generalities about a lot of things, which is unfortunate. I'd love to tell people a whole bunch, but I think pretty soon we'll be able to talk about it a lot more.
Well, even the general things are interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, Andy and I were talking about Bitcoin recently, and I just want to make sure that I have the correct understanding of this. But the worth of Bitcoin is kind of achieved through the security around it, right? The iterations of all the blockchain, how difficult it would be to kind of steal. Is that right?
Yeah, so you can think of the blockchain as simply like not simply, but it's like a consensus. So imagine the same way stocks work essentially. If one entity owned 51% of a company's stock, they could then essentially put themselves on the board and tell people what to do, because they could make a really big decision and just tank that company. If one entity or person owns 51% of any individual coin or like cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum or like Dogecoin.
Ethereum, interesting. I've heard people say Ethereum, but it's I guess you're right, probably.
I've heard both. I've heard both.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure honestly what it is myself.
Okay. But anyway, if one person owns 50% of
yeah, so what they can do is essentially it's worse because what they can do is they can lie. The blockchain is a history that is proved by all the individual accounts sharing a percentage of the blockchain. Now, if someone owns 51% of it, they can change that history. What they could do essentially is sell a Bitcoin, go into the history and change it, and since they have like the majority share, they could say that like they sold it, get the money for it, and then change the history to say they still own that Bitcoin, that individual Bitcoin. So it'd be like selling a car and stealing it back, but keeping the money and never getting in trouble for it.
Whoa.
Because you wrote the history of that Bitcoin's transaction.
And the person who bought it is just left with nothing. They just...
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Because you're able to write the history, like no one can prove that it was stolen, and it's currently not yet like a commodity that's regulated by or can even be regulated yet. So it's not illegal. Like someone could steal all your Bitcoin, and you can't really like do anything about it.
Whoa.
What? So it can get stolen if... I'm sorry, how can it get stolen if you get majority ownership of it?
Oh no, this is just a different thing. If you have majority, yeah, that was just a different comment.
If you started with majority ownership of it and you sold and then you sell it after that, you could actually flip it and be like, never mind, I'm not selling it. I actually still own it, and I'm keeping the money that you sent me to buy it from me.
Essentially, because you're writing, you own 51%, you're writing the history of it, or you can change the history of it. So I'm not sure exactly how this process works. Like other people know this like method, but if you own that 51%, you can just tell the blockchain that I never sold that, although you already have the money, and that would go back into whatever account or Bitcoin wallet that you have.
That
Are you
seems
saying
so
51? Yeah, right. That's dangerous.
But it's not. But that's why like the smaller coins are less valuable and trusted, because there's more of that consensus on Bitcoin. There's so many individual users that it'd be hard for like governments if they put all of their money into Bitcoin to own 51%.
Do you mean 51% of all Bitcoin or 51% of a Bitcoin? What you mean of all Bitcoin ever?
So not even the Bitcoin, but the hash rate, like the computing power on the blockchain. So
51% of all computing power, or of computing power on a blockchain for a Bitcoin.
For all Bitcoin.
For all Bitcoin.
Yes.
Okay, so we're not only talking about like the value of individual Bitcoin themselves, but also just like the value of the computing power around mining Bitcoin.
Right, the whole thing, not just like one Bitcoin. And if you'll notice it too, if that ever happens, you'll see like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole would just immediately tank because it's not a trusted resource anymore. There's no more consensus around it.
So wait, so you're saying that Bitcoin is not actually as valuable as people are saying?
Oh no, it's if you're combining like safety to value, or it's incredibly safe. Like this scenario is almost impossible. It would take so like the American government couldn't grovel up enough money to build the computing power or to buy the computing power to control 51%.
Interesting.
It would
it's really sorry.
No, sorry, go ahead.
It's really important that they keep like all of the computing power kind of socialized instead of so that one person doesn't get control of it all, right?
Yes. And I think it always will be. I think just like we see in in the world politics, you'll see it in these independent companies that live in those associated countries. There's no one entity in America that would combine with an entity in China or Russia to try to control more of the market.
Oh, Alex disappeared. Is she still here?
She's back.
Hello, Alex? Where'd you go? Oh, there she is. Hi. Oh, no, I can't hear her.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hi. My Discord off every 40 minutes for no reason, so that's fun. Anyway. Sorry, I missed what you were saying. You were saying that in socialized countries, and then you kind of cut off.
No, so just in the world, like just in the world politics, now we're talking about companies that live in those countries or those continents. They would most likely never combine the computing power to try to control the market, just because it's worse for the people that are doing this. It would just be like super detrimental to own the majority of the market at this point, because you would gain 1 day's, if that, worth of value from it, and you'd ruin every cryptocurrency and the trust therein. And we're at a stage right now where like the trust is like just building. We got our like first bank loans, first like multi-billion-dollar corporations using it, like Tesla and a couple other companies. And if you do that right now, like the whole cryptocurrency scene it's not over, but it's going to be severely crippled for a long time.
Oh, sorry, I keep muting because I'm sewing at the same time and I don't want to give the loud noise. So you said it will be crippled if... Sorry, it will be crippled if what? Or that it won't?
If that majority person or that entity would ever do that type of thing, they would have control of the blockchain for, like a day or less, maybe, where it really matters, before everyone just like immediately leaves it.
I see.
So they would get some value from it. Like, so they'd get short term, they'd get a lot of value. But if you're an actual miner, you would make more money over time by not breaking the system.
So somebody would just really have to want to break the system, as opposed to like wanting to make the most money off of it, or they'd have to be not really thinking it through well enough.
Yeah, I really don't even think it's possible at this point for someone to do it.
Yeah, because it's the ownership of the mining companies is so spread out right now, right, all over the world.
Yeah, there's really not. I mean, I can tell you, I can tell you that we control about 1% of the global hash rate. Our company does.
Your company. Oh,
Wow,
okay.
that seems like a lot though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1% is pretty big for
it's
globally.
it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Um,
A lot.
it's insane. I wish I could tell you more, but like Google, it's insane. I can tell you that. And we are a company of 16 people.
Oh wow. Wow,
so
that is a lot for 16 people.
Yeah.
My God.
there's a lot of companies though that are bigger. There's a lot of companies that are smaller that have some equal hash rates. So like to pool those together across the world and to get 51% would be just the scale of it that you would have to do is just insane. And the people who are in it mining, no one actually wants to do that. It's not profitable for people in the mining business. It would only be profitable for some like evil doctor to try to do, or like some weird country that wants to ruin it.
Huh. Man,
Yeah.
this is also hard for me to comprehend, to be honest. Just because I feel
Like
like I'm
Armin Zola.
jumping in the middle of this topic. Just yeah, it's very interesting though. I'm just trying to soak it in via osmosis, hearing the terms and.
It's pretty heady stuff. I mean, it's very cerebral. But I'm interested. Stevie Ray, where do you see Bitcoin going in, like, as far as the value of Bitcoin itself going in the next few years? What do you foresee happening as far as?
There's a lot of outlandish and wild projections that like Bitcoin's gonna hit $1 million by the end of the year.
A million?
Yeah, those are.
It's at like 58 right now, right? Or something, or kind of wavering around that.
Yeah. If I had to take an educated guess, I would say that by the end of this year, Bitcoin's gonna hit somewhere around like 300,000.
What does that mean? To explain to me like a 5?
The price of Bitcoin by the end of this year, one Bitcoin will be $300,000. So if you imagine it like a stock right now, it's gonna increase by what is that, like 250% or something? I don't know. I can't do math.
You think by the end of the year, because I've heard 100,000, but 300,000, that's something. That's even more than 100,000.
There's a lot of like really people that are like knee deep in the Bitcoin, like the pioneers, some of the circle, the inner circle. Oh yeah, Bitcoin has its own cult. If you haven't heard about it, it's called.
It has a cult.
Kind of.
I definitely need to hear more about that if you can.
So people in the inner circle, I actually met one like last week.
Hey Raiders, thank you for joining us. Hi Zand. We are crafting and talking Bitcoin right now with my friend Stevie Ray over Discord. Hi everybody. So this is a Bakers and Crafters stream and also learning about cryptocurrency.
Yeah. So sorry, go ahead, Stevie Ray. We were just starting to hear about the Bitcoin cult. Apparently, there's a cult of the. You're saying they're like founding members or not members?
Yeah, so they are the founding members. It's called the Inner Circle, or like there's a number to it, but I think it's like the Satoshi 6 or something like that. So when Bitcoin was made, it was made by a Japanese gentleman named Satoshi. At least that's like what the story is. However, he disappeared a couple years ago.
Intrigue.
So no one actually knows who Satoshi is. A lot of people think it's a group.
Instead of a man?
Not a lot of people know who the group is, but one of the cryptographers who created Bitcoin lived on a street with a man whose name was Nakamoto Satoshi, which is the name of the quote-unquote founder, Nakamoto Satoshi.
Okay.
So everyone thinks it's a fake name, and the Circle of Six is like, or the Circle, the Inner Circle is like these people. So I met one like 2 or 3 weeks ago for dinner, and they're having actually a conference in Austin, near Austin, that I was invited to. Oh my god,
this is so cool.
But essentially, like, no one in that circle will tell you if it's an actual person or not, or if they're like the founders of it. But they own a large majority of the current Bitcoins that are in circulation.
Wow.
Which
What
is
percentage
worth
would you
like
say
a
that they
crazy
own?
amount, right? If each Bitcoin is worth $300,000.
Yeah.
If it gets to there. So
Each
they're
Bitcoin is worth around $50,000 or almost $60,000.
Oh, I see. The projection was
Currently, yeah.
300,000.
Right.
So
right.
that's my educated guess by the end of the year, because there's like outlandish predictions that it's going to hit like $1.2 million by the end of the year, and I think that's like someone trying to pump the stock essentially by having an audience of a following, and they just like pump it up for a day because there's this dude named Max Kaiser who I'm quoting specifically, but he like every day he's like every talk show or podcast about Bitcoin says like, oh, Max Kaiser, Bitcoin analyst, says it's going to hit 1.2 million. Then you'll see like a small spike.
Huh.
Yeah,
I can
like
see
when
that.
Elon Musk tweeted the word Bitcoin and it spiked.
Really?
Yeah, it's so heavily influenced by like our culture,
social
pop
media,
culture, and just social media and just
people's awareness of it.
Getting on exactly, awareness of it and whatnot.
Thank you, Half Donut, for that shout out to the Zan show.
So what percentage would you say the Satoshi 6 own of all of Bitcoin?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if there's a number in there. I just know that there is a number, and it's like the inner circle or whatever, the inner 6 or something like that.
Oh,
they'll kill him if he gives us any more info.
What do they call themselves? The Satoshi sons of bitches?
No, it's just essentially like I don't think they call themselves anything, but everyone else calls them like the inner circle.
Oh, the inner circle. Okay, so how much do you think that the inner circle owns of Bitcoin? Like if you had to guess a percentage.
It's really hard to say. So there's like something like almost 19, like I think there's almost like 19 million Bitcoins in existence currently.
I'm gonna do that math.
And how many, and not all Bitcoins have been mined yet, right? Like, and there's a limited amount that can be mined, correct?
Correct.
That's
so
$950 trillion.
So you can go ahead and delete about 25% of that.
Okay.
Because it's if people, so in order for you to get into your bank, you needed a 25-word PIN that you had to memorize, or a physical key that you could lose. And if you forgot the memorization code or the key, your bank would never let you take it, no matter like how verified you could make yourself. It was just gone forever. The bank doesn't keep it. It disappears into the internet. It's predicted that 25% of all Bitcoin has been lost, or like the flash drive where it was stored is broken, or the key was forgotten.
Wow, that sucks.
And that can just never be recovered. It's just Bitcoin that is essentially worthless.
Yeah, so one of our developers has a flash drive with, because he's been in it forever. It had like 200 Bitcoin in it from the early days when it was worth like $5, which it's currently worth much more than that.
Yeah.
He does not remember the code. Like it was a joke.
That would kill me.
Yeah, I think he either like lost it in his house or something like that, or he doesn't remember the code. But it's one of those things where it's like you put it down and you lose a flash drive, and it's just $40 million just gone or something like that.
So he can't access the flash drive, or he can't find the flash drive?
It's one of the two. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like it's
Yikes.
something that at one point he owned what is now worth $40 million, and he must have put it down or forgotten the key, and it's just
God.
So where do you input the passcode to get access to your Bitcoin?
So there's like 100 different ways to actually like store or move Bitcoin. One of the common ways is like a flash drive, essentially, that will store it'll store your Bitcoin, and you can only access it with that 25-word key. There's also online wallets that are less secure, like Coinbase, PayPal, anything like that. Those are like the online wallets that will keep it for you. It's a lot simpler, but if PayPal or Coinbase ever get hacked, they could essentially take your Bitcoin.
Wow.
Yikes. Okay.
But the nice thing about the blockchain is that you could trace it. If you know the code to your Bitcoin, you can follow that through certain websites that track all that data. So you could find out that your wallet ID and that Bitcoin that you owned is traveling. You could watch everywhere it travels to.
Oh, okay.
So nothing's named. It's like a 25-digit serial code for your wallet. So you might not know who it is, but you'll be able to find out where it is eventually.
Wow.
but it's all
I really feel like we're living in a sci-fi movie right now. It's just so out there.
I remember when Bitcoin came on the scene, and I was just like, oh, that's a weird thing. And now here we're talking about it, and it's worth so much money. And it's one of those things where it's like, if only I had invested in Apple stock back in 2000, or this is one of those things where we all could have easily gotten some Bitcoin.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah, that's Pebbles.
This is my loud kitty.
Hi, Pebbles.
Why are you so loud?
Cause I'm hungry, Mama.
I already fed you. I fed you early.
But I'm hungry again. But I'm round, and I need
always
more.
hungry. You're always hungry. Say hi to Stevie Ray's kitty. Shark bait. Meow. Meow.
What's your other cat's? What's your other cat's name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian and Sharkbait.
Oh, what a team.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm not used to Twitch. I wasn't reading any of the comments while I was talking.
I actually wasn't much either because I was sewing and talking to you, but let's see what people are saying.
Well, Blind Seer said cryptocurrency could eventually pose a serious threat to the U.S. if it ever became large enough to replace the U.S. dollar.
I 100% agree, but it also 100% depends on the stubbornness of the U.S. If they adopt it or not in some fashion. If they completely reject it, like other countries do, and it ever does get to that size, yeah, it's totally going to be a problem. China right now, so it's actually odd, the correlation and like correlation versus causation effect. China is trying to really like pull on the debt that we owe them while also bolstering their currency, the yuan. I don't know how to say it.
No, you're right. It's yuan.
Yuan, thank you. Which is
I worked in China for 3 months, so I know everything about it.
So it's actually diminishing the dollar's value currently, but since the world currency that's mainly used is the USD, that's driving fear that the USD is going to not be the world currency anymore, because China is trying to take over as a world currency. All that really is doing is just bolstering Bitcoin's trust, because
they're fighting amongst themselves, and meanwhile Bitcoin's just doing its thing.
Yeah, in chaos, people don't like two currencies fighting for that. So what's going to be accepted is a non-internationally owned currency, essentially.
Well, and then there's other things weakening the dollar, like the U.S. government continuing to print money to bail out big companies and whatnot. And am I correct about that? Tell me if I'm ever saying anything wrong, because I am not, a professional in this. But
well, welcome to Hello Goodberry, where we are professionals on worldwide currency,
on everything.
To be fair, I've only really been in it for 2 or 3 months now, so same.
Oh, and I want to quickly jump in and say our guest here is Stevie Ray. He's a childhood friend of mine who jumped on our channel for the first time today and told us that he moved to. Well, I knew that he had moved to Texas for a new job, and it's all about Bitcoin, mining Bitcoin. So we were like, oh my God, this is so interesting. Let's get you in the voice chat and get to know more about it.
So we're getting the deets.
No, I'm so sorry. I thought I muted myself. I'm chewing peanuts, so that was probably loud.
It's okay.
Well, we can't see you chewing the peanuts, so it's all good.
Yeah, this is fine. But I am finding this really interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that are kind of weakening the dollar that the U.S. is actually doing to itself. Can you speak to that at all?
Yeah, absolutely. So the bailouts, they are a problem, but when that was really going on, Bitcoin really wasn't a thing. So you didn't see as much of a reaction. But what's really interesting this year was COVID. So I did a big research thing on it a couple months ago. So forgive me if these numbers are just like outlandish and wrong, but I can tell you some percentages. So last year in 2020, the U.S. government printed 82% more than they've ever printed before. It was something to the effect of like $9 billion for like.
I heard about that. It was something like 20% of the money that is in circulation today was printed in 2020.
No way.
Yeah, so 1/5 of the current paper currency that's ever been in circulation is not ever, but like that is currently in circulation was printed last year.
So less than 20%, but 1/5. Oh wow, that's insane. That's an insane amount of money that was printed last year.
So the interesting thing is that the inflation rate actually went down from 2019. I think it was like 1.9% to like 2.1% or something like that.
Interesting.
Now, because the amount of money printed, this is where it becomes speculation. This is like all of that is fact. This is the part where we step into like conspiracy and speculation. The theory is that the American government isn't actually accounting for the money printed in 2020 to calculate the inflation rate of 2020. But at some point,
they're like fudging the numbers.
I don't know if they're fudging it or if the calculation doesn't include 2020. So we're either going to see a huge inflation rate in 2021, or like we might see smaller increments as we go through. I'm not sure how that actually works, but at some point, like we will absolutely see the inflation rate increase because they printed, as opposed to $90 million or 900, one of those numbers, they printed $9 billion in 1 year. So
I mean, it seems like they would. Sorry, it seems like they would be kind of purposefully maybe excluding those numbers in the math of what the inflation is, because so much of our whole world economy is based on trust and belief in that the dollar means something, or that a country is doing really well and is powerful. That causes investors to invest more and whatnot. So yeah, it would make sense why they would exclude that for a really bad year.
This is like Succession.
Yeah, so it's 100% in their benefit to not do that. So they had to do something for citizens, and they did essentially the bare minimum, but it's still, because they did they did a lot for their companies, but so they had to do something for the companies and the citizens, and they primarily chose the companies. So they did that, and it was a lot.
Right.
So we're just not seeing the effects yet. Sorry, I was talking to my friend. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah, it's 100% affecting the dollar, and the more that the dollar depreciates, the higher trust in any type of cryptocurrency that's not held by primarily a government is going to go up.
Hey,
Blind
Adrian.
Seer says.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
The U.S. deficit, debt, and revenue are serious problems. The first two numbers need to go way down, and the third will have to go up significantly, even though it will make people crazy. And if you want to read Hadrian's, go for it, Jess.
Yeah, I was reading that. So yeah, it's really interesting because, hi Sharkbait. The what's really scary is like so I live in Texas. I was actually here for the shutdown and whatnot. So what's really scary is the realization that America is actually like a second world country that's hiding behind like its first world title. Like the energy grid is like outdated by 25 years. The water grid's outdated.
Especially in Texas.
Well, like everywhere. You look at some of the power poles, like it's not like a clear sign, but like when you see like old decrepit wooden power poles that could easily be metal upgraded structures, like we're well behind where we should be in our power grid and water grid.
We have not invested in our infrastructure in any kind of way that we need. It's not in any kind of impactful way, really. I mean, sorry.
No, I was interrupting you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say the one thing I noticed when I was in China was, even though there were a lot of things about living there that I thought the U.S. did better at, like the public transit system is just like light years ahead of us. Mm-hmm. I would take a train to Shanghai, and it took me an hour to get there, and it cost like, I don't know, $15 or something like that. And I looked in the U.S. because I was coming back, and I was thinking maybe my husband's family lives in Florida. Cap, everybody knows him. They live in Florida, and my family lives in North Carolina. So I was like, it's about the same distance between where I lived in China to Shanghai. And I thought, I'll just take the train. That'd be cool. Like if we visited his family and then went up to see my family, it was going to take 13 hours and cost like $200. And I was like, when are we going to, can you imagine the impact that it would have if people in, I don't know, South Carolina could go to New York in 1 hour for an affordable, it would change our economy completely.
Yeah, for sure.
You could commute across the country and it would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's just preposterous to me that we haven't, I mean, it's it's not preposterous to me. It's offensive to me that we haven't invested, that our government hasn't invested that kind of money to like make our society a better place, you know?
What is the issue? I'm not educated on what is stopping us from doing this. Like, it's just allocation of money into different areas, like the military, and
do you want to answer that?
Yeah. I think what it really is just like local politics and greed. So you get people to commute to other states or other counties. That local township loses money on people buying gas there or groceries there because they don't have to. We're actually seeing that right now with COVID. It pushed people to be able to work remote 100%. So part of the housing market, it was already really bad for buyers, but it's actually getting worse because these people from California, Seattle, Colorado, they're moving to places where the cost of living in the housing market is 1/3 of what it is where they live, because they can make the higher money in that area while working and living from home in a state that doesn't cost as much to live in.
Yeah.
So we're actually kind of seeing that right now, but without the commute, people don't have to commute anymore. So we're seeing all these people live and move wherever they want.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah. These to me it kind of sounds like that whole, what you were saying about like people aren't spending money. They want to protect the local economy, make people spend money on gas or things like that. It's all about like maintaining people, the system, right? I read something recently that said a system will bend over backwards to protect itself, as opposed instead of actually making change making change, even if that change would definitely benefit everyone in the system. Did I say that? That wasn't very clear.
Yeah. So absolutely. So like you think about like taxes, right? So I don't know locally, but I know Michigan had a 6% like grocery tax. So pretty much everything was taxed at 6%. If you are not having a lot of people transit through your area, you're not getting that tax. The main one is income tax. If you, like, most people have to work where they live. There's not available commuter trains that take you somewhere nice. You either have to drive. The farthest most rational people will go is like an hour to work somewhere.
Yeah.
That's already outside of where they're going to get income tax. So if you're talking about traveling to different states within 30 minutes with a high-speed bullet train, and you're living in a podunk town, that podunk town's never going to make any money because there's no jobs there that people need to work at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
But I mean, it seems like there's a lot of podunk towns around the U.S. that are already in that situation. They're just, like, did you see the movie Nomadland? There's complete towns that just shut down because the main factory in the town got outsourced, and it just doesn't bring any money anymore. So there's these ghost towns around the U.S., especially in the quote flyover states, that I mean, it's happening everywhere. So
well, I was just thinking of like New York and those surrounding areas, or even Detroit in Michigan, where some people live in the neighborhood surrounding Detroit and might work in Detroit proper, and they're not funding directly the area where they live or work, and that works for them. So it's not like it's totally broken and it can't work elsewhere.
It's like a domino effect. You lose a primary source of income for the town. All the employees stop traveling to that town to work there. There's no need for 3 gas stations. There's no need for a coffee shop. There's no need for whatever other things have come there to make money. So they all just eventually shut down. Now the town has no work, no passive income from taxes outside of necessities that the people still living there have to buy. But no one's working in that town anymore, really, except for like the gas station and like the dollar store. It's definitely a domino effect, and it will kill towns, like 100%. The town that our mine is in was one of those towns, and now like we are like
really?
the main. Yeah, so it was like it was very much like a ghost town essentially. There was a large industry there that died, and a lot of people lost their jobs, and everything that was there is just like gone now. There's just a lot of empty buildings still.
Is that part of the reason why you want to eventually move out?
No, the main reason. So I actually don't live near site at all. I live near Austin. The site is I can't really go into specifics of where it is, but so I don't live near the site. Yeah. Yeah. So the site is very much like that, but I don't live anywhere near that. So I live in Round Rock. The main reason I'm trying to move is because there's potentially going to be another site somewhere, and I want to get kind of in the middle of them. So my commute, because we don't have speed bullet trains everywhere, won't be 3 hours.
Right. Gotcha.
Well, we are at 6:30 here, so I think we should eat some dinner before our Dungeons and Dragons game later.
Yeah, that is
that's
true.
starting pretty
Dungeons
soon.
and Dragons tonight.
But this was very
a lot of people
interesting.
said some great stuff in the chat, so if you get a chance, look those over, guys. And thank you guys for being here for and having this conversation. And thank you, Stevie Ray, for all of
just
your
jumping on and talking to us about this topic. I really wish I knew more about it so I could engage more in the conversation. But like I said, I am just soaking it up and
it's okay.
just
Next
learning.
time we can talk about Dungeons and Dragons. I'll be all good.
Wait, do you play D&D?
Yeah, I DM for my buddies.
You do?
Yes,
Oh my
awesome.
god.
Well, I mean, sometimes we get real deep on the show. Sometimes we keep it real light, Today
I'm excited to watch you guys later.
What's that?
I'm excited to watch the D&D stream later.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're not streaming it. This is a home game.
This is a home game that we're not streaming yet.
Yeah.
I know, bummer. But we are in planning stages of having a regular D&D stream on this channel. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll definitely let you know when that happens.
Mr. Ranulph, are you one of Stevie's friends? How did you know that he's a DM? Are you one of the players? Do you know them, Stevie?
Yeah, so that's he was in my first campaign that I DM'd, and he's gonna be in my second one here.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Well, we'll talk D&D later. I would love the details on all the characters and what your party looks like. That's something that I can talk back more on. All right, thank you everybody for joining us for our last stream of the week, and we will see you Monday for our mixology stream.
Lexi might stream this weekend from camping, and Andy might stream. Yeah, Andy might stream on Sunday.
Yay!
So we'll see. But we'll definitely be back on Monday.
Yeah.
For mixology, and I'm so excited about this mixology.
Yeah, the theme is, I'm pulling it up here. What did she say? Tea infusions and 2 of her original cocktail recipes. Oh, I lost Alex again. Where'd she go? Oh, was that hello?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was like suddenly you went quiet, but my Discord didn't close. Anyway, hi, I'm here. I'm here again. Oh, Blind Seer.
Oh, thank you, Blind Seer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was a very engaging conversation. I agree. Wait, can you bring me back?
Yeah, I have to pull you back in. I don't know. Might just have to be your voice for a second because I don't know. Everything borked at the last second.
Bork.
It borked.
Yeah, it must have been that 40 minutes. Next time we'll go back to Zoom.
Yeah. We keep trying Discord because it's like the easiest way to share multiple screens, but it's been too many times. I'm pulling you back right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blind Seer. Yeah, that must have been. Oh, I thought Halfdona was referencing the 40 minutes of the Bitcoin discussion. But you were saying the webcam. Thank you, Blind Seer. So we'll have to do more of those conversations if you guys do like to hear about that.
I certainly enjoyed it a lot. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
All right, bye everybody. We'll see you Monday. Bye.